नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। इस समय हमारे साथ उपस्थित सभी दर्शकों और भक्तों का मैं प्रेम एवं आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूँ। I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the television viewers, visitors, disciples, devotees, samajis, satsangis sitting with us around the world. This moment through Nityananda TV, Lotus News Channel, two-way video conferencing, Sadhana TV and two-way video conferencing having Nayana Diksha all over the world. Cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing having Nayana Diksha, Houston, Guadalupe, Oklahoma, Ohio, Seattle, Kuala Lumpur, Hyderabad, Toronto, San Jose, Tiruvanmiyur, Indrani, New Jersey, Charlotte, Srisalem, Vancouver, Washington DC, Sripuram, Vancouver, British Columbia, Enriching Temple, Biddi, Dubai, San Diego, La Jolla, Hyderabad, Guptakashi, Singapore, Singapuram, Devon, UK, Monterrey, Mexico, East London, UK, Warrington, UK, Ohio, Mashivananda, New York, Varanasi, Astoria, New York, Jorpati, Nepal, Paris, Home Temple, Oman, Sivagangai. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. We'll enter into the satsang. I'll expand on the subject I started yesterday because I attended only one dimension of that subject. Why? Why suffering? Please understand, for this question, there are some logical answers, some illogical answers, some imaginary answers, some intuitive answers, some interesting answers, some mystical answers, some intellectual answers, some emotional answers, I can say. All possible types of answers have been given for this one question. This one question is attended so many times, the question itself now has been loaded with so much of distorted meanings. Sometimes so much is attributed to the question, means so much of answer has been given. The moment you think of the question, you feel your brain is burning. This is one of that type of questions. As I said, each answer leads to further answers, further questions. How this answer be made reality for us? For example, if Buddha says, desire is root cause of suffering, the next question automatically comes, how we can make this answer as our experience? How we can use it, apply it in our life? Then that becomes a philosophy. So each answer to this question becomes philosophy. Each answer to this question becomes philosophy. And whoever wants to become a philosopher tries to answer this question in a very innovative way, in their own way. As I said, some answers are good for intellectual stunt from stage. Sitting in the stage, you can do intellectual stunt. Like all-encompassing answers. There are some which are not good to be uttered from the stage, but very good for the individual who is suffering, because they will be precise solutions. The precise solutions. Precise solution is such powerful, important need. Please listen. I tell you, without precise solutions, just with the encompassing solutions, people can spend their whole life, but they will be wasting it. I have seen this happening. I have seen many Hindu monks, Buddhist monks, Christian monks and nuns. I have seen many sincere religious leaders. They are not insincere. They are not unintegrated. They are very integrated. But unfortunately, they try to solve their whole life with all-encompassing answers. I wanted all the viewers, visitors, television viewers, devotees to know very clearly now. If you are trying to achieve completion just by the morning satsang, you are doing the same mistake. All-encompassing answers will naturally lose precision. Please understand. It will naturally miss precisely addressing you and your needs. Precisely getting your ideas addressed. Listen. ध्यान से सुनिए. Precisely getting your ideas addressed is the most, please understand, when you work with the master closely, not only your questions, problems gets addressed precisely, your ideas get addressed. Now you need to understand, I am adding this one word, I am giving a small twist. Many times, you may not have a problem or question with your settled idea, but even that ideas need to be addressed. Sometimes you settle down without any question, without any doubt. Second thought, with some ideas, even they should be addressed. Many times, your biomemory believes so strongly you are nothing more than the 6 feet body. You settle down with that idea. You may not even have a question or a doubt. Am I only the body? You may just settle down thinking that it is a fact. Even that should be addressed. Please understand, from the dais, from the stage, the settled ideas in you can never be addressed. Only when you work with the master, only when he helps you to find the precise solutions, only that can liberate you. Only that can free you. Only that can lead to solution. Please understand. Yesterday, I threw two words, all-encompassing solutions, all-encompassing answers and precise solution. These two words are the key words of yesterday's satsang. Today's satsang's keywords, listen. Not only answering your questions, questioning many of your answers. Many of your answers need to be questioned. Why? Why will you have this answer? Why will you have this answer? Sometimes such strong answers we carry. We are ready to give up even our life, but not our answers. You are ready to give up your life, but not your answers. Listen. Because you feel the answers you are holding on is a psychological strength for you, believing which you gave up many things, you did many things. It is like you marry somebody and give up everything else for that person's taste, and you accommodate yourself for that person, and everything you are morning till night, you are thinking, feeling, acting, everything is done for the sake of that person. Suddenly you discover that person is not integrated to you. That person is not authentic to you. Your whole being is shaken. Sometimes, even if you know he is not authentic to you, you don't want to believe it. You say, no, 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 no. Don't bring such an important revelation to me, such big fact to me. No, that will be hurting me too much. So today I wanted all of you to understand, not only you should have the precise solutions for your questions, your answers also should be questioned. Your answers should be questioned. When you work with the Master closely, that is what he does. In the morning satsang, I'll never be able to answer your questions with the precise solutions. And never, never, never will be able to question your answers, because I do not even know the answers with which you are sitting. Even if I know, where is the time to question everyone's answer? Sometimes I throw some riddles to question everyone's answers. Your answers need to be precisely questioned. Your questions need to be precisely answered. Only then transformation of the being happens. Please listen. Transformation of the being happens Only when your answers are questioned precisely, questions are answered precisely. Your answers should be questioned in a very precise way. Your questions should be answered in a very precise way. All-encompassing answers can create mass hysteria. Please understand. Mass hysteria is religion. Precise solutions creates enlightened beings. Precise solutions help a spiritual tradition. All-encompassing answers create mass hysteria, which is religion. Precise solutions create spirituality, which is a lifestyle. Precise solutions create spirituality. And I tell you, when your answers are questioned, enlightened beings are created. If all your answers are questioned, you become an enlightened being. I'm telling you the exact truth. You have no answer left unquestioned. Everything is questioned. The moment you start any answer, I think, no, it's already questioned. Do you exist? Do you think? In that utter questioning mode, you fall into completion. Please understand, completion is the space where you are. The moment you come to any conclusion, it is incompletion. Please listen. All conclusions are incompletion. And completion is the space where all your answers are questioned and you are neither interested in answer nor interested in question. You are just be. You be. All questions answered, answers questioned. Questions answered, answers questioned. Neither answer exists nor question exists is the space of completion. People who spend their whole life just with the all-encompassing answers never find solution. End of the day feel cheated. I have seen many Hindu monks feeling at the end of their life that they have been cheated by their gurus or by the Hindu tradition. I have seen Christian monks. I have seen Christian fathers. At the age of 70, they come and express their depression to me, their inability to solve their problems, their inability to live spiritual life, their feeling that they are failures. I have seen Buddhist monks at the age of 80 discovering that monastic life is not possible for them. Please understand. Listen to this truth. If you are missing this line, you may miss your whole life. So please listen. If you are also trying to sort out all your problems just from the all-encompassing solutions. You are wrong. You are completely wrong. After spending years and years, you will only feel depressed, disturbed. Solutions are discovered. Solutions are found only when you work precisely with your problems and the master. Sometime, master will question your answers so much, he himself will become problem for your life. No, really. Sometimes he himself will become a problem. That's the most sweetest problem you can have in your life. Because he questions, he takes away all the answers on which you are standing. The ground on which you are standing is taken away. It is not there anymore. Answers of the society, so-called subtle human beings of the society, are the most pseudo component of humanity, are the most pseudo beings of the humanity. In the modern day, I am seeing very clearly how the human beings live very superficial life. How the human beings don't even feel like questioning their sufferings. The modern day middle class, middle-aged human beings, which is a mass. Please understand, the modern day middle-aged, middle-class human beings. This is my definition for mass. Maybe I can add one more word, mediocre. Middle class, middle-aged, mediocre, mass is not even questioning their reality. They don't even think it is possible you can transform. See, when you do an act of love by giving something or sharing something, enriching somebody, you see you are overflowing with joy. But you don't want to take that to the next level. You don't think taking that to the next level is possible for you. You don't even feel you can take that experience to the logical conclusion. Say, this much is enough. Next. I've seen this in my own life. My mother is a typical middle class lady. But I am an extreme guy in anything I take up. Anything I take up, I am fully into it. One day my grandfather was doing Maheshwara Puja, means feeding the sadhus. And then after doing the Maheshwara Puja, he did Namaskar. He fell at the feet of all the sadhus. I asked my mother why he is falling at their feet after giving food. My mother said, we will get Shivaloka. That is that much only she knows. But she doesn't know. At that age itself, I already studied the scriptures and started listening. And I learnt. I think this happened around the age of 6 or 7. By that time, I am already exposed to Raghupati Yogi and his words. So she said, we will get Shivaloka. Then I told her, All right, if that is the case, then let us give. Every day let us feed all the sadhus who come. Then she said, no, 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 no. We should do only this much. I couldn't get a convincing answer from her. Why we not do every day? With all the money we have. And even she never thought about it. I asked her, why you do not think further? You say this is good and even you feel good. I have seen her very sincerely she will do. She will cook and feed. The annadana, the quality of feeding people, I learnt from her. And still I am happy about it. Still I carry that one pride. All our ashrams and campuses, without even me telling, our sannyasis have learnt this one idea. If you start ashram, you have to feed people. Whoever comes, you should make sure they eat and go. When they start an ashram or a temple, whether it is America or Aminchikara, Kanchipuram or California, they know one thing. Dhyanapidam means you have to feed. You have to give food. Whatever you have to share with the people. But unfortunately, she never took that to the next level. She stopped enriching people with food. Never to the next level. So I have seen this middle class people, because of their innate mediocrity, do not raise themselves to the next level. See, feeding people is good, but that is not enough. That is not ultimate. You have to have something more than just giving food, enriching people with enlightenment. Just yesterday, I okayed a project plan. I approved it in all the government schools. First, in the 4 nearby district we are launching. In all government schools, every evening after the school hours are over, we will recruit the same school teachers, we will pay them the salary and make them teach the Nityananda Vidyalaya syllabus about integrity, authenticity, enriching, completion, and one nutritious meal. One nutritious meal. Both we are doing. Just yesterday I approved the project. Please understand, just giving food is not going to be enough. Or just giving the Western education is not enough. You know, this so-called education is nothing more than poison, whom you are feeding and giving this so-called education. There is every possibility, not every possibility, he will become only useless to himself and to the society. He only develops false identity, doesn't relate with reality. He doesn't become livable for himself or worthy of livable for others to live with him. He can neither live with himself nor live with others. He loses livability in the life. So that is why I decided to bring Bala Vidyalaya syllabus, where they will learn life education, educating them to live, educating them to live. Integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, completion. And tuition also. They will have their school syllabus also and a nutritious meal. We will work with the government officials, launch this project in the nearby 4 district schools, then expand it. We really wanted to expand it to the whole country. Because my hope lies only on the next generation. Next generation should become new generation. This is the tagline I gave for Nityananda Bala Vidyalaya. Making new gen out of next gen. Making new gen out of next gen is the tagline I gave for the Nityananda Bala Vidyalaya. Don't be the mediocre, middle class, mass. Think, think, think. Think, why suffering? Question the answers you carry with you. Why marriage? Why children? Why sannyas? Why life? Why I am where I am? Why I am doing what I am doing? Why I am living where I am living? Question all your answers, you will reach completion. I can tell you. One of the best way to reach completion is question all your answers. Questioning all your answers, you will reach completion. I'll give the essence of whatever I uttered today, I shared with you all today in Hindi. मानव के जीवन में पीड़ा और दर्द क्यों उपस्थित है, इस प्रश्न के लिए सभी प्रकार के उत्तर है। हर उत्तर और अधिक प्रश्नों को उत्पन्न करता है। जैसे जब भगवान बुद्ध कहते हैं, इच्छा और मोह ही पीड़ा का मूल कारण है, दो प्रश्न उठा है कि इस सत्य को कैसे अनुभव में परिवर्तित किया जा सकता है। यही एक और आध्यात्मिक सिद्धांत बन जाता है। सबसे अधिक आवश्यक है ये यथार्थ समाधान। यदि समाधान यथार्थ नहीं है तो पूरा जीवन व्यर्थ हो सकता है, जीवन व्यर्थ हो सकता है। इसीलिए मैं कहता हूं कि यदि आप केवल सवेरे के सत्संग द्वारा पूर्णत्व पाने का प्रयत्न कर रहे हैं तो आप भी यही गलती कर रहे हैं। जब आप गुरु के साथ रहकर स्वयं पर सीधे काम करते हैं तो ना ही आपको आपके प्रश्नों के समाधान मिलते हैं, बल्कि आपके भीतर उपस्थित समाधानों के प्रति प्रश्न उठाने की संभावना भी रहता है। एक और महत्वपूर्ण विषय है आपके अंतर उपस्थित आपके विचार कई बार आप अपने गलत विचारों के साथ बस जाते हैं, किंतु इनसे भी बाहर आना बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है। गुरु न केवल आपके प्रश्नों के उत्तर देते हैं, बल्कि वह आपको आपके गलत और अपूर्ण उत्तरों के प्रति प्रश्न उठाते हैं। आप अपने उत्तरों पर इतना विश्वास करते हैं कि आप अपना पूरा जीवन इसके लिए को देते हैं। समाधान यथार्थ होना चाहिए और आपके उत्तरों को भी परखने चाहिए कि क्या यह उत्तर पूर्ण है या नहीं। आपके उत्तर को यथार्थ प्रश्न पूछे जाने चाहिए और आपके प्रश्नों के यथार्थ उत्तर मिलने चाहिए, तभी आपके जीवन में सही रूप से परिवर्तन संभव है। The essence of today's satsang, not just answering your questions, even precisely answering your questions is not enough. Questioning all the answers with which you are sitting is necessary. Whenever you question all your answers, you stop becoming or being mediocre, you become genius. Please understand, the person who lives with answers is mediocre. Person who questions all the answers is genius. If you answer all your questions, you may become mediocre. If you question all your answers, you become genius. Question, question, question all your answers. Question all your answers. You become genius. Question all your answers. You become genius. Listen. Listen to the truth. सामान्यकृत समाधान धर्म का निर्माण करता है। यथार्थ समाधान आध्यात्मिक संप्रदाय का निर्माण करता है। जीवन मुक्त लोगों का निर्माण करता है। सभी निष्कर्ष अपूर्ण है। जब आपके सभी उत्तरों और निष्कर्षों के प्रति प्रश्न पूछे गए हैं, तब आप पूर्ण बन जाते हैं, जीवन मुक्त बन जाते हैं। यदि आप सामान्यकृत समाधान द्वारा अपने जीवन का समाधान खोज रहे हैं, आप कभी सफल नहीं हो पाएंगे। आपको इसीलिए गुरु की आवश्यकता है, जो आपको यथार्थ समाधान देते हैं। आज की दुनिया में लोग ऊपर ऊपर से जीते हैं। वे अपने प्रश्नों के उत्तर भी नहीं खोजते हैं। वे भी नहीं सोचते हैं कि परिवर्तन संभव है। जब आप किसी को लाभान्वित करते हैं, जो आनंद आप अनुभव करते हैं, तो आपको यह भी विश्वास नहीं है कि उस आनंद को अगले स्तर पार ले जाना संभव भी है। इस माध्यमता के साथ बस जाना सही नहीं है। कल ही मैंने एक नए प्रोजेक्ट की अनुमति दी। आसपास के 4 सरकारी पाठशालाओं में हर शाम को शिक्षक बच्चों को नित्यानंद बाल विद्यालय की शिक्षा प्रणाली देंगे और उन्हें जीवन जीने का ज्ञान देंगे और उन्हें पौष्टिक आहार देंगे। सामान्य और मध्यम स्तर के व्यक्ति ना रहिए, लगातार सोचते रहिए और अपने उत्तरों की पूछताछ कीजिए और आप पूर्णत्व पाएंगे। Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nityananda.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.